Hey guys, it's Nate and this is the Nader Tater channel. Today I'm going to talk about a new option for keeping your T-Mobile home internet gateway cool. And that's these guys. So I'll talk about those in a second and why you might like them better than my other options. If you watch my other videos, you've seen me cover lots of things, including the fact that the gateway gets hot and in fact it can overheat, and then you'll start to get error messages, as well as some people have experienced failures of the device itself and they have to get a new one shipped to them. So some of the tips I've had before is you can turn off things like your Wi-Fi, and that helps keep the modem cooler. Obviously if you connect to the Wi-Fi you can't do that, but for me I use Ethernet out the back of the gateway. It goes over to my personal router and the mesh system, and that's how I connect all my devices. So I can turn off Wi-Fi. That helps. It still does get hot, even though I typically have it up here in the corner on top of this printer where it gets no direct sunlight. It's always in climate controlled space here. But so really I think they should have included a fan on these guys, or they're still working out bugs with the firmware to get it robust where it's not shedding more heat than it needs to. So anyways, you know, I've shown this fan option that I have set up here where I plugged into the back of the gateway here, and this is a 120 millimeter fan that is 25 millimeters thick without the little shroud, the metal shroud around it. And so fans come in standard sizes. This one, like I said, is 120 by 25. This other one I'm going to show you here, this one's an 80 millimeter diameter. It's still a 25 deep, and then the other option is an 80 millimeter, but it's only 10 millimeters thick or deep. So the difference obviously with fan, as you would probably guess, is a bigger one gives you more flow, but there's other things to it as well. The thicker ones typically are going to give you a quieter performance for the same amount of flow. So that's just something to note, that the thinner ones might be louder or are less efficient, so you know, more power draw, that kind of stuff. So what I did with these guys is I wanted to compare them. So this and this one are from a I guess I call it a company, but you know it's really a few people that are selling these. These are 3D printed units. Kind of cool because it's the silver color. You can get them in black as well, and they go on here. And now these are two things that they sent me for me to test out. You know, I don't get any kind of commission on these, so it's, you know, it's not me necessarily selling these. It's just something that I think is a good thing that they're doing to help make these and sell them. And I do like the form factor. You know, I almost did this as a test to see if it works, and I have this little foam to seal off the bottom, but it's kind of messy looking, and this is really nice because this goes right on top of the gateway. Press down and it kind of clicks in there. I mean, it clicks in there enough that it doesn't, you know, it doesn't fall off by itself by any means. So it's a nice fit. I was actually pretty impressed they're able to get it that precise, but then it pops off easily, doesn't leave any marks on there. So and then when you buy one of these, they send you the adapter. See where I've ended up putting my adapter. Oh, it's on this other one. They give you the little USB-A to USB-C adapter that you need, and then they also include the fan. So really, if you buy this from them, you get something like this where it gives you your adapter, the short cable, which is exactly what you need. You don't need this long bundle that you have to keep tied up. And then they already have the fan all mounted. So literally you get it out of the box, you plop it on top here, and then you plug it in to the back, and you're in business. And so this guy is going. Now, I did some testing on this to try to compare, and I also looked up the specs of these guys. I wrote down some notes here for me. This 120 millimeter fan, they claim, you know, this is a super quiet series, and this fan's like $13, so it's not cheap. I mean, it's half the price of what they're selling for this whole 3D printed setup with the little adapters and everything. But they say that this guy does 52 CFM, and that's 18 dB. So that's how loud it is, 18 dB, which is very quiet. Typically, I think an ambient in a house is probably somewhere around 20 dB. So that means you're really not going to notice this fan. Now these specs that I got, they weren't very clear, so I'm assuming that 18 dB is on the low setting, because this does get louder when you put it on high. It's certainly louder than ambient. And but then the CFM, I'm sure, is on the high setting. So I hooked this up to a phone USB adapter with a smart plug, and I measured the current. In low, this one pulled about 0.8 watts. In medium, it pulled 1.1, I'm sorry, just 1 watt. And then in high, it pulled 1.1 watts from what I measured. And I would say that measurement thing is really designed for probably much higher wattage than that, so I don't know how accurate that is, but at least it's a fair comparison between these guys. And then this bigger fan, so it's 80 by 25, so it's thicker here. That one pulled 1.4 watts, and they so I looked at their chart. They have a spec chart that tells you the current, and that would give you the RPM that it's running at, or the current and the voltage, so the power. And that's about 40 CFM, and it's claimed at 26 dB. So 26 dB versus 18. But again, I think that 18 is on the low, because I think both of those guys churning at full speed, they're fairly similar in sound, and it's not horrendous. So then this smaller guy, which I think the main advantage of this is that it's just a slimmer profile, right? So you put it on here, and it's not as big of a trash can lid per se on there. So for this one, I measured at 1.2 watts of power when it was plugged in, which equates to about 20 CFM and also 26 dB according to the manufacturer of these specs. So of note, there is no switch on this. The other one I've used before has a high, low, medium, and an off switch. This is just you plug it in. Now I checked temperatures like always, and mine easily gets 110 or something if I have Wi-Fi on and I'm not connecting anything to it to cool it down. With it plugged in with a fan, I'm getting about high 70s, and that's with an ambient on in here is probably 68 degrees. So I'm about less than 10 degrees over ambient with a fan going, and that's with this one on low. And what I've noticed is both these fans are 100% capable of reaching that same speed. So if I leave these on there, and it happens pretty quick. I mean, about 5 minutes when I turn the fan off, this thing heats up 20 degrees from what I've seen. So and when I put a fan on, it takes about 10 minutes or so before I start to see it start to level off. But I found something interesting out, and when I was doing the power checks with I'll show it to you here. This is a smart plug, so I can use my phone and get the wattage from it. But this is a standard cell phone USB adapter. And these guys are, I don't know what it's probably rated at 2 amps or something. What I noticed was this fan is slower when it's plugged in to the unit itself than when it's plugged in to that adapter. So what that tells me is this port on the gateway is probably limited to 1 watt or so, and this fan slows down when it's on here. But the nice thing about that is that it's quieter, and I don't need all that airflow. So the downside of this not having a switch, well, it kind of has a switch built into this so that it's running slower. So this is quieter than the smaller fan. So the smaller fan, put this guy on. This guy is louder. I'm not sure if you guys can pick it up on the camera or not. I'll be quiet for a second. but this one is probably closer to the medium or high setting of this guy with it plugged in. And the downside is you can't change it. So, honestly, with me having this right close to my desk, it's probably a little bit louder than I would prefer. And so that's something to consider if you have this close to you or you're very sensitive to a little bit of that white noise. Then I would recommend not getting the thinner one, but rather getting the thicker one. And the other option you can do if you need more airflow, let's say you're putting this in an enclosure or something and you want to use the bigger fan for the better airflow, you can then just run your own power adapter to this USB so you can power it fully, and then it will go faster. And because this will move more air than the thinner one, it's just kind of coincidence or convenience that it slows down when it's plugged into the gateway. So I would recommend these guys to you. They are small. Like I think it's a couple guys probably printing these out, and so if there's a lot of people ordering them, they might get backlogged. And then I bet you if you really want a different fan, you could probably talk to them and either supply your own fan and have them just send you the 3D printed part, or work out some kind of arrangement with them. So there's a link in the description below that you can go there and buy from them on Etsy. And Etsy's kind of weird, so if they're out of stock, sometimes it doesn't show up if you search for them on Etsy. But if you go to the link, it'll show them up even if they're out of stock at the moment. So hope you enjoyed that. I got some more T-Mobile stuff coming up in the future, so stay tuned. If you're not subscribed, consider subscribing, and of course liking the video below. That really helps me and the channel to grow, and YouTube to know to share it with others. And that's important for the channel to be sustainable. So thanks for watching, and take care.